Yeah, so has everyone come already? Sorry.
I think two of us have basketball games today. One of them cannot come. That's what.
It's like a basketball game.
Are you done with basketball?
Yeah.
It's you.
Not very fun.
It's not coming today. That's it.
Like, oh, okay. I think three skills. So we're playing hella good defense with all it's fun. 32, like just 260. We just described something. Oh, just so that's that's it. But it wasn't like
I'm not saying I never studied.
oh, you need to job. Yeah, oh. Wait. I airball this through again. But like everybody airball. Yeah. So we start. Yeah, so good morning everyone. As we promised that we will be starting the main hardware project today. We have our code already. I hope you already brought the previous equipments, and we will be distributing the second set of equipments. So let's grab that first, right? So yeah. In one sense, I mean, it's safe. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, let's get first.
Skip out.
Oh. That's right.
For 11 gigs. For 11 gigs. Or 11 gigs. For this. It's not 6.2. It doesn't have power interface. I'll see if it does the first one. Basically can't shut it out. Such a full load. Which 20? It's also, it's just like. Yes.
Yeah, last page. Yep. So, have everybody received the second set of equipment? Okay, so you should get uh, one of these, which is an LCD. Okay, this is an LCD panel in the red color bag, and you should get 4 photodiodes. These small parts are photodiodes.
I don't have the second setup. So
Okay. Okay, so in the second set of equipment, you should get one LCD panel and one Arduino box. Check if you correctly got it or not. So this is Arduino, and there will be a cable, a black color cable. This will be used to connect your Arduino to your laptop, and this is called jump cut. Okay, so you should get some jumpers, and you should get 4 photodiodes. Okay, so the first thing first, you have to, what are the deliverables for this project? Let me discuss this first. So you have to deliver a report, I mean the project report, in a publication format. So about the you will be in the next set of classes, you will be taught how to write a report in a publication format. The publication format makes people write research papers, right? So you have to write like that way. So you don't worry about this because you will be sorry about that. So you will be actually taught how to write in a publication format. So and for writing in publication format, you need to get pictures of your project. So at each and every step, you have to take pictures. Suppose by every step, I mean we will at first test the photodiode sensor, and you will get the ready. And at this stage, you take pictures, and then in the next step, when your LCD works, you take pictures, and you have to include these pictures in your report. I mean, in your project report. So please do not forget to take pictures. And let's. So this will be our steps for today. So you have to first install Arduino IDE in your laptop. Okay. So let me show you. It's a free software. You can just. So in the Google search box, you have to just search for Arduino IDE. Let me write that for you. So in Google, you can search Arduino IDE. Okay. So I'm searching that on the Google. I have already installed. So Arduino IDE. Okay. So this kind of software should open up. You can just go to the first software, Arduino IDE, and from the right panel, as you can see, from the right panel, I assume that you all have Windows 10 or newer. So just click on this Windows, Windows 10 and newer, 64 bits. So just click on that, it will start downloading. So you have to click just download. For now, you can just click on just download. And in this second page as well, you can click on the just download. You don't have to insert your email here. Just click on the just download. Then it will actually download a file, installation file, which you will use, and before using you should install this. So yeah, in my laptop it's downloading. Have you downloaded already? If yes, just after completing the download, you just have to open the exe file, the installation file, and install it like a simple software. Yeah, so you have to download and install it. So anyone having any problem to install this on your laptop?
The internet's just really slow.
Oh, damn. Are you using UT Open? Yeah.
But we're all using guest accounts, and we're limited to 2 megabytes per second.
Get your net ID.
Huh?
Get your net ID.
I don't think so.
Mine's not even halfway.
Yeah, it's just taking a while.
Mine's almost done.
I already had my
Oh, okay.
Is your jacket from Kuwait?
Hmm?
Is your jacket from Kuwait? Yeah, my cousin's one.
Nowadays, just install it like a normal software. So has everyone downloaded it? Oh, it's all.
You need this from previous.
Sorry?
Do you need this project, from the last?
I mean, in this, yeah, I don't think so. Yeah, we
Just
just
this one
read
only,
Yeah.
nothing of this.
Yeah, this.
We need it,
Yeah, we did. We need the wire.
we
Yeah.
don't need this,
No.
this two, no, is.
So after installing, just let me know. I will proceed to the next step.
Install it. It says you like to install this device.
Yeah, so it will try to install multiple softwares that are required actually. So you have to install them as well. It will be automatically installing, just you have to press accept.
Please finish the setup. I think it's trending.
Yeah, so yeah, that's right. Yes. Yeah, I think it's turning on. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, that's
good,
Mm.
okay.
okay. Fine. And then you have to allow this as well.
Allow all
Yeah,
these.
yeah. So you could install some of these software.
Just a USB key.
Yeah, that, yeah, I'll talk about it. So are we ready for the next step?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. So we first connect. We need to connect this Arduino to the laptop. So to connect this, let's open the box of the Arduino, and you will get the Arduino board. It's just the Arduino board, nothing else in the box. I mean, some papers and some stickers maybe inside the box. So after opening the Arduino board, you can see there is a silver color port like thing. Here you have to connect your cable. So the cable has two ends, and as you can see, you will know which end will fit inside this Arduino. Okay. So let me just plug it in. You have to just normally plug it in.
Can't be recorded, like how it is.
I think it's been recording, right?
Are we allowing the app to make changes?
Yeah.
Still asking me questions.
To be a virtual and choose install and lock. So,
So, am I installing it?
after it goes, that's great.
On all?
So and the other part, I mean, other end of the cable should be connected to your laptop, right? Your laptop has USB ports, so you have to connect it. And when you connect there some lights should be enlightened on the Arduino board. Then there is a connection between your laptop and Arduino.
Should we take a picture of this?
Yeah, in different for which one? I mean,
I'm taking all the steps.
If you feel these are some pictures are unnecessary, then you can delete maybe later. Okay, so you have been able to connect the your Arduino to your laptop, right? So we need to run a test code to see if the Arduino is working or not. If it is currently connected to the laptop or not. So here is my Arduino window, as you can see. So you have to, this is the IDE, I mean, this is your coding environment. I mean, you have to write your code here, okay? So let me find some example code. So to test the connection, we can run an example code that is already here inside the Arduino IDE. So to get that code, you just need to go to the file. I mean, in the top left corner of the Arduino IDE file, then go to the examples. Okay, then go to the examples, and there are some basics, and there is a code like blink. I mean, there is an option like blink. Can you see that? So you have to go to file, then examples, then basics, then blink. Okay. At any point, if you face any difficulty, just let me know. Okay. So so I will just click on this blink. This will open a new window. I mean, here the code is written here. This is an example code to ready-made code. I mean, that using this, you will just test the connection between your laptop and Arduino. Is it successful or not? So just you have to how to upload a code. I mean, how to burn the Arduino. I mean, how to upload a code to the Arduino. So here there is a button in the top left corner, like an arrow sign. Okay, a right arrow. So if you hover the okay. So before the uploading, we have to say something else actually. So before uploading, we have to make sure one thing. We need to go to the tools. As you can see, the file, edit, sketch, and the fourth option is tools here in the top left corner. So click on that tools, and then go to the board. In my case, it's already selected to Arduino Uno. In your case, it may not be selected to Arduino Uno. So make sure to select the board as Arduino Uno.
Boards manager.
Okay.
There's an option under that.
Hmm?
There's an option under that.
Like that.
Here, just press this.
The board.
Yeah, I think it should come through.
Have you accepted all the
Yeah. So it's like
yeah.
Yeah, the arrows.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's working now, yeah, up to there.
You play it without uploading.
Okay, just
You don't play. So it's upload. Does that make sense?
That is working now, choose other words.
You definitely use you definitely see something like that. Yeah, they
So,
yeah, you just see this.
Yeah, after I was to remember that.
It's not even scroll. Or I just came.
There's.
So did you ever ask your tech yet?
Yes.
Yeah, I did. I.
No, it don't.
It was just random.
But I remember using like a specific program, like once freshman.
Thanks, we had to get.
So
That's your options.
So, has everyone been able to see the board as Arduino Uno? Right? Then you have to make sure another thing, the port. In my case, the Arduino is not connected. If the Arduino is connected, it should show you in which port the Arduino is connected, right? In my laptop, it's not connected yet. So let me just connect and check. So as you can see, when I have connected my Arduino, there are some communications channels like here, COM3, in my case it's COM3, COM4, COM4, in your COM4, COM5, etc. But in your case it can be different, okay? So, but you have to make sure that you have to select the COM where there is Arduino Uno. Can you see that in any port? Can you see Arduino Uno? I mean in any COM? You have to select that COM. Okay. So in my case, it's COM5. In your case, it may not be COM5. Okay. Maybe it's different. So make sure that the COM with Arduino Uno is selected. So let me select that. Now you have to make sure these two things. Okay. The port and the board. Board should be Arduino Uno, and the port should be the one which is with the Arduino Uno. So I have take the board and port, then I can upload it. So let's there is an option, as you can see, there is a right arrow icon which is upload. So you have to click on that. Okay, then it will take some time. I mean, there is a progress bar in the right side, and as you can see, there should be a message in the bottom side of the screen, done uploading. So there should be a done uploading. That means the code has been uploaded, and as you can see, your Arduino board has an LED that should blink. It will enlighten and then off. Then it will be on and off. Is it happening in your case?
Yeah.
If it's happening, then it's good.
What is supposed to happen?
I mean, there is a light on the board. Yeah, this the yellow one. Yeah, it should be turned on and off, on and off. I mean, it should be blinking. Is it doing?
Mine's blinking, but I didn't get the message at the bottom.
Yeah.
Here.
Okay, good. Let's again upload this. Filing is just we need to wait. Yes, it's downloading. In your case, it's like looks like different. No problem. But as you can see, there was a message downloading, and you yeah. So this is blinking. I mean, so it's working. I mean, the communication is successful between the laptop and your Arduino. And now this is just an example code we have uploaded. In this code, this is the code about blinking and LED and etc. So right now, at this stage, we will do the I mean the exact the thing that we need to do for the project. So let's the connection between Arduino and laptop is done. Then we have to go to the circuit board, right? So we have to connect something. So right now that your Arduino is there is no connection in your Arduino. And in the next step, we will test the sensors that has been given to you. I mean the photodiodes. You have photodiodes. You have breadboard, right? So let me grab a breadboard. So suppose you have the breadboard, okay, and you have to place the photodiode sensor. And before placing the photodiode sensor, let me just tell you one thing that look at the photodiode. There are two terminals, right? There are two terminals, but one of them is called cathode, and the another one is called anode. So anode is the positive one, and the cathode is the negative one. Okay, so let me show you that. Let me go to the previous class slide. In that slide, there is a representation, I mean visual representation of a photodiode. So as you can see, there are two terminals, anode and cathode. How do you know which one is anode and which one is cathode? Here, as you can see, there is a marking in the case of cathode, and you will see in the leg of one terminal there is a extended part. Can you see that? I mean, just look for the differences between the two terminals of the photodiode physically. Is there any difference? Yeah. So there is an extended part like this, as you can see in the picture, cathode marking. So that extended part terminal is the cathode. So you have to remember that and place, I mean, connect accordingly. So you have to place this. So make a convention. I mean, so try to make as suppose the cathode in the left side or anode in the right side, or cathode in the right side and anode in the left side, whatever. I mean, just keep in mind that how have you oriented the photodiode. So just remember that before placing, okay? So you can just place them like the anode in the left side, whatever. So let's do a convention. I mean, let's be uniform. So let's keep cathode on the left side and anode on the right side of your hand. So cathode in the left. It's not mandatory, just to be uniform, just let's put it this way. Suppose this is your breadboard, okay? So you have a photodiode and you have two terminals, and suppose this is the cathode marking. Okay, so keep the cathode marking in the left side. Yeah, and anode in the right side. I mean, cathode left. And anode in the right side. How do you know cathode? There is a marking for cathode. Yeah, if there is no marking, that means that is anode actually. So anode in the right side. and place them in the breadboard. I place one first, then I'll talk about other things first. I mean, let's put one first on the breadboard.
Are you just putting it anywhere?
Right.
Space.
So let's do one thing. I show you a demo. Can you come or can you come closer to me? That I will show you a demo, and according to that, you will just do that on your own. Maybe that way it will be easier. I can here. So as I have said that this is our photodiode. Okay. So I am putting up your left actually. So this is my here is my cathode marking. So I'm putting that in my left side. Then you can see. Just push that inside the holes of the paper. Okay. This side. And we will place other photodiodes later. Before placing other photodiodes, let's test it out. Test it out so that it can communicate with the Arduino. And for the later photodiodes, you have to put them as far as possible. I mean, so you have to put 4, right? So you have to start with this end and this end, so that we can just they can be far away and they will not interrupt each other, like this.
Same line.
And it's not necessary because the breadboards are connected like this, so vertically. So they don't need to be connected in the same line. They are not related actually.
Same row. Same
Yeah, they are not actually. They are actually.
rows here or just
And you can just put. Yeah, I will put another one right here. And this is just physical placement. There is nothing to do about the operation here. So I'll just draw the photodiodes here. Okay, so they are disconnected. So I don't need to put them in a row or a column. Okay, so they are disconnected sensors. Okay, this is for suppose this is for the first parking lot, second parking lot, this is for third parking lot, and this is for the fourth parking lot. So our idea is when there is a car on it. So I mean, suppose because if their car comes on it, then the photodiode will be just in that. And if there is no car on it, light will fall on it, and there will be a different thing where I mean it will generate high reading, and if there is car on it, no light will not fall on it, and this will generate low reading. So that's how we will detect if there is a car on the parking lot or not. Okay. So and let's connect one sensor. Okay. So to do that, grab some wires. I just keep forgetting which one is the anode and which one is cathode.
It's so tiny.
Left side, this is in my left side, this is cathode, and the other side is the anode. So cathode should be connected to the ground here. Okay, because this is cathode means negative. So we need to connect the negative side of this photodiode to the ground of the Arduino. So I'm connecting one end. So as you can see that this is the cathode, and as I have mentioned that all the vertical lines are connected. So if I so this terminal of the photodiode sensor is connected, and if I connect from any point of this line, I mean vertically, then it will be connected actually. So I'm taking a connection from the left side of this photodiode, right? So I will connect this to the ground of the. Let me create a ground terminal here. So I am taking ground connection from the Arduino. As you can see that there is a ground. I mean, in this side as well. Which pins are what? It is written here. Can everyone see it?
Oh, you had the problem, your last week of Tinkercad.
Yeah, exactly. So there is a ground pin, and here it is clearly marked in this panel actually. You can come closer. So, so I have connected to the ground. Maybe if can.
Yeah, you're very good.
So this is ground, and what I am doing. I will need ground connections more in the later part of the circuit. So what I am doing. I am connecting the ground right here. So what will it do? Yeah, so these two lines, the upper two lines and these the lower two lines, these are all connected like this. Okay, yeah. So I have connected this ground pin to this pin. That means the whole line under the blue line, all the holes under the blue lines. I mean, the topmost line is connected, and they are in ground. Okay, so all these pins are now ground. So if later in the project, if I need ground connection, I will just take it from here. Okay, so because there is a limited number of ground here. I mean, there are 2 grounds here. Okay, so in the Arduino, but if we need 3, what will we do? Then so I have just created a ground node. This is called node. Okay, so if I connect the ground node to this line of this photodiode, all the holes in this line will be ground. Okay, so now this is ground, and I have to connect so let me remove this. So I have to connect the cathode side of this sensor to the ground. Okay, so I am just putting a maybe a very small wire, because this is the ground line, right? So I have to just connect the ground line here to the like this. I know what is happening. The cathode is connected to this line, and this line is connected to ground. So cathode is connected to ground. Okay. And now what about the anode terminal? I mean the other terminal. Other terminal should be connected to. I have mentioned that we will read this data of coming from this. So there is an analog input here, which is A0. Okay, so in the previous class I have shown you that the sensor data should be connected to the A0 pin. Here is from A0 to F, as you can see, A0 to A5. These are all analog pins. I mean all analog input pins. More importantly, they can take inputs and get reading. So so we will be connecting this the anode terminal of this photodiode sensor to the A0, the first analog pin. Okay, so let me just connect this, take a bigger one. So I am connecting the A0 pin of the Arduino to the anode terminal of the photodiode. Okay, now the connection of the photodiode is complete. Okay, we have connected anode, we have connected cathode. Okay, now we will be taking reading from this analog sensor. I mean this photodiode. I have not connected all the sensors yet. I will just test the first sensors reading. Okay, so so we have to so we have to write the code. I mean we have the code already, right? We have written the code. So we'll for this testing we'll not need the whole code actually. We will need the we'll need the code just to test this Arduino. So let me just edit the code. So I'm just taking the code from the whole project code that I have shown you in the in the previous class. Yeah. So just this portion will be enough. So I will just paste the code here. We do not need this right now, so we will comment it out. So okay. We'll know this now. I'm just simplifying the code just to better understand. Okay, I think it's ready. So what am I doing here? So I'm just starting the serial monitor. I mean, where we will see the output. I mean, not in the LCD, there will be a serial monitor right here inside the Arduino IDE. And these are some variables, int, float. We'll deal with it later actually. And here is the main line. I mean, the most important line: int sensor value 0, analog read A0. So analog read here. This is one command that will read the sensor value. I mean, the pin value of A0. Okay. So depending on the light falling on the photodiode sensor, the value of A0 will be changing. Okay. So now we'll test the and the value of A0 will read the analog values of A0 and saving it in a variable called sensor value 0. Sensor value 0 is just a variable, is a name. Okay, so we are just keeping some values inside a name, I mean a variable, which is sensor value 0. And in the serial print, I mean here we will be printing the value of the sensor value. Okay, so let's upload this code. Let's see if there is any error. Before uploading, you have to just save it. So you can just write project part 1 something. So just save it, and it will be uploading. Here is the progress bar, right? So it shows it's uploading and it shows it's done uploading. So where you will get the serial monitor. In the top right corner, there is a serial monitor. Okay, as you can see, some values are printing, but they are in line. So we have to change the code a little bit. So we have to insert ln after the serial.println. This will create a new line. Okay, so the value and then create a new line, then another value, then create a new line. So yeah, so let's upload this. Now the values should be printed in a line, not in a row. So let's open the serial monitor again. As you can see, these are the values. And why these multiple values, the values are continuously coming? Because this is a loop. Okay, so it is continuously reading the A0 value and printing. And as you can see, the values are, how much of these values are 56 or 55, like, right? 50 or something. So to slow down this process, you can always just add a delay here. So let me just add a delay here so that we can clearly see. So you can just add a delay like this delay. These are in milliseconds. So if I write 1000 in the bracket, it will create a delay of 1000 millisecond delay. So I mean 1000 millisecond means 1 second. Okay, 1 second. So just upload it and slow down the process and open the serial monitor. Sometimes the serial monitor is here, and as you can see that you have to go here and you will get the serial monitor here. So this is slowed down and we can see the value is between 54 to 57 like thing. So it's now light is falling on it. And if I let's say there is a car on it. Suppose so if I just put a the value goes down to 4139. I mean between 40 or 50. Sorry, now it's 38 40. So the value is oscillating between 40. I mean near 40. So the lowest value here is like 40 or 39, and when there is no car on it, the value goes to 56. So based on these values, we can take decisions, right? Okay, so let's take it. Yeah, so we are pretty sure. So if we set a threshold, where should I state the threshold? 40 means, I mean, we should state the threshold between, in the midpoint of the highest value and the lowest value. So if there is no light, then the value is like 56. And if
there is no car.
if there is no car, the value is like 56. Yeah, so in an average, let's say 56. Okay, and if there is a car on it, then the average could be 38, 40, 39, whatever. So to choose threshold, we have to take the midpoint of these two. I mean 39 and 56. What could be the midpoint? Maybe 50. Maybe 50. If we set 50, then it will decide on this actually. If the value is less than 50, what does it mean? It means there is a car on it. And if the value is greater than 50, so there is no, because light is falling and the value is greater than 50. Yeah, so we can set the threshold at 50. Okay. So and in that way, you have to connect all the sensors. I mean, let's do that for this one as well.
So you have to test each the photodiode like that, or
No,
just
after
coding?
After testing the single photodiode, you can just place all the photodiodes and take multiple readings. I'll share the code of. Let's do one thing, and I can just. I have opened a live document. I will share this on the Google Classroom, and you can just go to the Google Doc and just copy and paste it, so that it will be fast. Because we have shown you the coding in the previous class. So I think I'll just upload the code and you will just test it. And for the second and third, what you will have to do, this is the cathode part. All the cathodes will be connected to the ground. So this is my cathode, and it should be just connected to ground, like here in this line.
A1.
Yeah, good. And the anode terminal should be connected to the A1 of the Arduino. And for the third one, the same, the cathode should be connected to the ground, and the anode should be connected to the A2. Exactly, yeah. And similar case, this should be connected to the ground, and the anode terminal should be connected to the A3. And we have kept A4 and A5 for the display, okay? Because the LCD display will need A4 and A5. Okay, so I think you can do that for the four photodiode sensors, right? So so in the next step, you just test the photodiode sensor reading. In your case, it may be different actually. For me, it's the values, yeah, 38 and 56. But for your case, depending on the environment, it can change. But not much, because the pretty much same. The lighting condition is pretty much same. So yeah, for just test the reading, and because according to the reading, we have to set the threshold value, and we will take decision.
The LCD, do you have to ground it as well?
Yeah, for the LCD, we have to do the grounding as well.
Same thing.
Yeah. So I will show the LCD later, because let's first test all the sensors. I mean, all the four sensors reading, and then we will connect the LCD. So yeah.
Do you want us to add the code one by one and test each sensor, or add all the code and then test the sensors there?
I think I will write the code for all the four sensors, and I'll upload it in the Google Doc. You can just copy and paste it, because this is the same code that I have shown you in the previous class. It's just a chunk, I mean a partial code, because we have not connected the LCD yet. That's why I am just removing the LCD part from the code.
What
Yeah.
I would do is just take this wire out of your breadboard and then move it between each of your photodiodes and just use the same code for testing if they work or not. And then move on and connect all four.
Yeah, the question was like, do we just put all four, connect all of them, or do one and then test the coding first, then do the rest of the three?
Yeah, and you can just test one photodiode, and then if one photodiode works, then you can connect all the ports.
Share the code for the one product first.
I will share the code of four photodiodes. So the other photodiode, I mean for other sensor values, it will get the junk values. Don't worry about that. Just
If it's running or not.
yeah,
The only reason why I asked is because we have to document each step.
exactly.
So
Yeah.
I didn't want to
Yeah, so
do like, there's the first one and there's all of them.
So you have to take note of what is the value when there is a car on it. You have to include them in the report. The values. I mean, what values you are getting when there is a car on it, and when there is no car on it. You have to write this on your report. So yeah, so let's connect this on the breadboard, and test one photodiode first, and then I will share the code for the all photodiodes, but it will work for one photodiode as well. So just test the reading, and if the readings are good, and then we will connect the LCD, and maybe we're done.
So this would be better.
I think but it's not that big.
But I'm rounding. Be rounding up here.
You would use your.
Here.
Yes.
Uh,
That doesn't sound super much.
There's 2 rows.
Mhm.
Set up ones for the.
So one thing I need to share that, so when you are connecting on the breadboard and something else and connecting the Arduino, please make sure to disconnect the USB cable from your laptop. Okay.
Oh.
So make sure to so after you connect your prototype sensors and everything, and then you have to connect the cable and then upload the code.
What this is.
Yeah.
Plus the plus and the minus. Put the plus right over it. Minus right over it.
So I have posted a Google Doc link in the Google Classroom. You can just go and copy the code and paste it in your Arduino IDE.
Side.
Just because it's a photo guide.
Yeah.
Usually a one pattern, but.
Because I think that's.
Or just instead of doing.
Pick up the entire thing.
Yeah, you have to copy the entire thing and just paste it on the Arduino IDE.
So the blink was open, we closed that, right? Remember we had the test example blink running.
Yeah, you can close it.
This one.
So you have to clear all this. Yeah. I think so you have to just clear all thing and copy that paste the code from here. Yes.
Here. Then I already did this for special.
I think they said.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Yeah, because it goes over the way. Yeah.
The whole code. Yeah, I have.
So she has started eating healthy.
So you'll find this clear monitor right here.
So.
That's
Yeah.
the readings are coming.
There's no close certain. So.
If everyone connected the antenna, I will. No problem. I will describe, like, there are 4 columns.
Right here. Yeah, that's it, right here.
Well, there won't be until it's.
Supposed to be like 50. Yeah. So do you?
Actually, there are 4 columns because I have printed all the 4.
Yes, don't have to go on the same.
These are not connected. I mean, the A0 is connected, right? But A1 and A2, A3, A4 are not connected. So they are printing the channel values.
See what I mean? So.
Yeah, so not
Okay,
connected.
this one grounded.
So look at the first column. So these are the values for the A.
Like what would be farms?
Because in the code, this will print all the 4 values. It will be
Need
useful
it
when,
later.
yeah, we will need it.
So right now, just look at the first column.
So in your case, the value is something like 55.
I should just try to find that, it's fine.
Yeah, so, yeah, 53, 54, 5. So you can take 50.
Yeah, we talked about.
So hash comes.
You guys got the same.
And when there is a shadow on it,
Where are
shadow on
there's like different values. So
We don't need this one.
yes, use the best. Yeah, now it's 40. 40, 41.
40 is a good.
So we have to set the threshold between these values. On the
F
midpoint.
one is.
by default, it's gonna be.
This right.
Yeah.
Lunch, can I just connect all of you to the Arduino, just take a photo, put the numbers there, yeah. I just.
Yeah, I'm not saying you number plus. I didn't say sometimes it could be like.
It'd be easier to. It's mine. I showed like
So
for
they forgot.
first one. For the first one, yeah.
So has everyone been able to run the code?
Probably.
So that, the first thing that I would do, I don't think this is wrong. I will set up the ground. Yeah.
So this can go anywhere.
Yes. So.
Let's go to the right.
Yep, so.
Yeah, that's just like.
You can
standard
copy and paste from the Google Classroom.
So it's like, I think it's.
Plus.
On the right.
I think so.
Create something. Fucked up, I think you actually asked this.
No, this is not, this is not,
Yeah, right side on all these is probably.
so, and this.
Is it okay if it like came?
No, this is not problem.
So 55 somewhere, can I hide that? So 45, 6.
Do you want to connect them all first and then test them?
Yeah.
You put them in the same one, so.
This is connected to the ground. This is not connected. It should be.
Maybe there's.
Or what you do, I mean, just move this wire.
Wait, but. So there's 2 pins on the side. This pin is.
Oh, that is.
So it's just gonna.
Yeah.
Let's say you put a car right here, and it says A0, still gonna be confused.
As to which one it goes to. That's right.
This.
Yeah. Thank you.
So.
Oh, and here,
Second. Right. Yes. Everything should be good. Awesome. Yes. Yes. Classes. This is for physical. It's okay.
I don't think it's gonna. Perfect, but
No more, it's just that.
The rest of them,
Yeah.
connect all three.
So has everyone got the reading of the first sensor? So keep the note. Okay, so taste the sensor when there is no light. I mean, when there is light, then what is the value? Keep the note because it will be important to take the decision in the later case. So so keep note of the value when there is light. I mean, there is nothing on the photodiode, and also take the reading when there is something on the photodiode. And you may wonder that why. Okay, so you may wonder that why there are 4 columns, right? Because I am printing at all the 4 values. The other 3 columns are actually printing junk values because there is nothing connected in other I mean A1, A2, A3. There is nothing connected in A1, A2, A3. So the second, third, and fourth column is printing just junk values. Okay, so if we connect the other pins, I mean other photodiode to A1, I mean A1, A2, and A3, then the other 3 columns will make sense actually. Now the other 3 columns are not making any sense, and the first column is the one that is connected to A0. So you have to take note on A0. I mean the first column. Okay, the first column is representing the value of A0. And the second column is represent the value of A1, and the third one is the A2, and the fourth one is the A3. So we have not connected yet any A1, A2, and A3. After you connect, then you should get reading as well in the same range. I mean in the 50, 60, 56, or 55.
I get into that.
So after connecting all the photodiodes, all the columns will make sense.
what?
Okay.
Each. So it's this whole thing? Oh, okay, the doorway. Is that the each, what was it, the last one? Think about it, say, the last is on it.
Do the same for the all rest of the tree, same reading, connect and reading down.
Yes. So if you are getting readings and you have taken note of the first column, then you can go for the all other sensors. Let's put all the other sensors on the breadboard as well and connect them to the analog pins.
You do you wanna keep? Well, not this also. Look at this.
Right.
Is this for the last?
Not space.
Yep.
So I think
Okay, last. First, there's a demonstration. Passing. Then last, it was pretty good defense, except for the people in the corners. And no, which is cooked. But on the next one,
This one.
No, otherwise it would keep them going up. And then the exit spaces in between, right?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
So you're delayed. Yours is written. That's something very seals. You can start that.
It's just there.
That's how you actually make it.
I go crazy there.
You gotta think about that.
Close the server.
So have you connected all the 4 sensors?
Remember when he said, this is.
I think it was great. I think
Why does it throw it?
it's like thank you to me. That's it.
But I didn't look at it.
Yeah.
It sees by turning the switch on when the current is low. If the hair is coming. It kind of closes the switch. Let's current. There's. Again, 13.
Why goes that high?
That's it. Number 30. Should say
That's the.
two. First of all, so
No worry, no.
Are we connect all four? It should automatically change that value or should run it again?
For some reason you can run it again actually.
Let's press the button again.
Yes, so to make sure that it's better to run it again.
it's a class of kids.
Come on. Very close.
Still not back to 60.
That would depend on if it's a different resolution, but I'm pretty sure remember how last time it had 16 characters and 2 rows. Yeah.
Okay, so it should be the same.
What else?
But we were gonna do 50 something for this one.
What it does is
So it's gonna be all in sequence, A1, A.
So it is A0, A1.
That is this one.
I agree.
96
Faster.
that's the plot.
Okay.
Okay.
Switching.
So this is the negative terminal, right?
I have like 60.
So the negative terminal should be connected.
Okay.
As you can see that. This is your cathode line.
It's not even going to the nine.
Is it connected now? Because you have connected the green wire, these lines.
Oh, this says nine.
You have connected to this one
Emails are the big.
Where it says
and
favorite,
you, the yellow wire, it should go to the inner terminal. Imagine this one is your out. Yellow wire should go up here, here, and the green wire should be connected to this. And then we get ready.
What are these change?
Copy the
So there's and so.
These
So you connect all the fours.
All of this first.
Has to be done. This just using that portals.
So does it depend on race?
I mean, you have to make
So it's changing.
I feel like like 40.
Iterates. So flux, we just call it that. Say, say, imagine there was.
okay, so yes, accordingly, you have to set the threshold according to your. Yeah.
Each one will have
Say
separate
if
threshold.
you have 5.
So it just go down.
Just make sure.
If we can make separate
Yeah.
threshold values for all sensors, but it's.
So that's that, right?
So you can say I think one threshold will work for all these columns, right? So it should work, right? On the so yeah, so you're getting in all our rows, right? So right, so if I set 40, then I mean if I set 40 the threshold value, then all the values are below 40, right? And if we uncover it, all the values will go to more than 40 or yeah. So you can check 45 or 40. The ones that will
Like
work.
there's stocks, there's just one stock, and then
It would be good if we can incorporate separate single columns.
it's not like constantly. Have one policy. That's that.
So, have everyone been able to get the data of all four sensors? Yes, take a picture of that also. So, yeah, so let's go to the next step, right? Okay, so next step would be to take decisions, right? We let me. I have edited the code a little bit. I mean, added some decisions in the code, and I am uploading this code in the same doc. Okay, so now this is the same, exactly the same code, and I have just added some lines. So you can, what will you do? You will do the same thing. I mean, copy the code and paste it on your Arduino IDE. Okay, so here what I have added, I have just added some decisions. If the sense, and here as you can see that in my case I have set the threshold to 50, but in your case you have to do the thresholding. Suppose you are getting let me just draw it. So when covered, suppose you are getting reading between 40 to 42. In your case, it might be different. Okay. Suppose this is 40 to 42. And when not covered, suppose you are getting a value when not covered. You are getting a value like, suppose you are getting values like 50 to 58. So if you set a threshold between these two, I mean, you can set the threshold to like 47. Okay. What this threshold means, if the value is less than 47, what does it mean? This is covered, right? And if the value is greater than 47, what does it mean? It's not covered. Okay, so according to these values, you should set the threshold. In my case, maybe in my case, I am getting values like this. So I have set a value of threshold. Let me show you. So I have set a threshold of 50, but in your case, it might be different. Okay, so how you will get the threshold value? Just get a midpoint of the highest value and the lowest value. Just get a midpoint. This will work. Above this midpoint, this midpoint can be treated as a threshold. So set this threshold carefully, okay? Because yeah.
Hey, Udo, how did you get to that doc? I don't think she has.
Okay, so I have posted this link to the doc. In the Google Classroom. So let me just show you here. So this is the first post here. I mean, which is so.
Got it.
Mhm. I have also added the decisions as well.
Okay.
So as you can see that based on this threshold value, we are setting a variable named SP. Okay, so if the value is greater than threshold, we are setting the SP value to 1, and if the value is less than the threshold, we are setting the SP value to 0. Okay, so I have just uploaded this code in the same doc. You can just copy and paste it in your Arduino IDE. I have actually described this code in the previous class. Okay, so I'm just implementing them part by part, nothing else. So I have just uploaded the code in the same doc. You can just copy and paste it in your Arduino IDE.
And do we adjust the
I think you can just clear all the coding, the first coding, and just paste the whole coding here.
yeah, your value is 50, mine is
Okay, yeah. So you have to change it. Yeah. So all of you have to change accordingly.
just that value 50 will change to
Yeah, the 50 will change to your value. Yeah. So based on the threshold value, we are just taking some decisions and setting some variables here. So if the threshold value is greater than sensor value is greater than threshold, we are write it as 1, SP value to 1, and SP value to 0 if the value is less than threshold.
Wait, is it supposed to show? Is it supposed to show ones and zeros here?
So you need the coverage when
Goes that
where it's high and where it's low.
So
Have you uploaded the code?
Yeah, uploaded the code.
Okay. Let's
Well,
upload it again.
you got that one cost.
Print other thing as well.
Delete this.
You don't need to just upload it again. It's the error.
So it's going to where each one is. It's really the threshold would probably be-
Oh yeah.
This should. This is.
Oh yeah.
The new code should print like this, actually.
Mine shows that it hacked the thing on my couch drive.
So what?
It says it's not connected, but when I try it, it says it did. So I uploaded it, it says it started uploading almost. And it says
So. Okay.
and my threshold's 48.
Then just take the code from the Go class. So. So go to the live police and copy the whole code.
It's like there's nothing connected.
Yeah, if it's Control A. And it's Control C and copy it. And
Now it's working.
and then you clear all these things and paste the new. Then run it again.
So when you X out, it'll just stay as it says. So
Let's be on my God. Pane glass become it is open somewhere.
there's a lot of screens up there.
Yes. Again, it's the spec. Yeah.
So if I was changing my threshold to 48 though, so change the 50.
Okay, yeah, so change accordingly. So you can just
And then I'll have to run it again.
stop it. Stop. And yes, but so yeah, what is being printed there? Let me describe it a little bit. So your code should print this something like this in the serial monitor. Here, as you can see, that this is printing the sum is 4 or something, and there are some values. So what have I done in this chunk of code? Let me describe it a little bit. So suppose these are the parking lots. So I am naming the parking lots something. Suppose this is SP0. I'm naming this parking lot as SP0, and this is as SP1, and this is SP2, and this is SP3. Okay, so what am I doing? Actually, based on the threshold, I can take decisions based on the threshold, right? If the value is greater than the threshold, so there is nothing on it, right? So we can express this as or present this as the parking spot is available, right? If the value is greater than threshold, I mean, what does this mean? If the value is greater than threshold, your sensor value is greater than threshold, that means light is falling on it. That means there is nothing on it, right? So that means that the parking spot is available, right? So if this is available, so I am creating a variable and set it as 1. If the parking spot is available, then SP0 should be 1. I have written the code like this actually. Okay, so if the parking lot is available, I mean, how do we interpret this? Because based on the threshold value, if our sensor value is greater than this threshold, that means enough light is falling on it. That means there is nothing on it. That means that the parking lot is available, and we represent this availability as 1. Okay, so here I have coded like this in this way that if the parking lot is available,
You have this one put inside your one. It's a vector. Is want to say it's outside it's for where else?
if the spot is available, then I am setting the SP value to 1. Okay, if the spot is not available, I mean there is a car on it and the value is below the threshold voltage. If the spot is not available, then I am setting the SP value to 0. Okay, so this is I have written in the code actually. If you see the updated code, you can see that there is an if else condition, and in that if else condition, I have written the code if the value is greater than threshold, then SP0 is something. If the value is less than the threshold, SP0 is something else. Okay, so I have represented this as SP values. Okay, so as you can see, let me just open the code again. Yeah, as you can see, if the sensor value is greater than the threshold value, I am setting as SP0 equal to 1. I am representing this as the parking spot is available. If the SP0 is equal to 1, the parking spot is available. If the SP0 is equal to 0, the parking spot is not available. And this is being shown here. So the sum here, I am actually calculating the sum of all the parking spots availability. If the sum is 4, that means all the parking lots are all the 4 parking lots are available. If the sum is 3, the 3 parking lots are available. So currently my all photodiode sensors are uncovered. I mean there is no car on it. I mean there are 4 spots available. So if in this case if I cover a photodiode, I mean if there is a car on a photodiode, then the spot is not available, right? Then in this case, when I cover one photodiode, any of the photodiode, if I cover it, the sum should show 3 here in the serial monitor. Okay, so if this is showing 3, then your thresholding is correct. Okay, so you set the threshold in a correct way. So if your threshold is wrong, this will not work. Okay, so I have covered one parking spot, and then I am covering another parking spot. The sum should be 2. So as you can see, the sum is now 2. Okay, because I have covered 2 parking spots. I mean there are 2 cars on the parking spots and 2 are available. So the sum, the value of sum is actually representing the available parking spaces. Okay, so and we will actually show this on the LCD panel. That's it. And that's the project actually. So the sum is the key here. The sum will represent the available number of parking spots, and we will just print this on the LCD panel. Okay, so the LCD panel is nothing, and just you have to show the same thing on the LCD panel. But the decision is the main thing. How are you designing the code and these things. So these are the main parts. So yeah, so if are you getting the same thing? I mean, if you cover one, yep.
Mine, it's not.
Okay, got it, no problem. So maybe the threshold, you have, so in the next
It's not. Show
okay,
me something.
so have you used the updated code? I mean, I have updated the code in the Google Classroom.
Yes.
Okay, got it. So, okay, let me do one thing. Just upload it again.
Okay.
It did, I mean, that's
Oh,
not
yeah.
updated actually. If it is printing the same values, that means it's not, okay, now, as you
Okay,
can
there
see. Yeah, the sum is 4, that means the 4 parking lots are available. If you close one, the sum should be 3. Yeah,
There
the
we
sum
go.
should be 3. And if you close 2, then the sum should be 2. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
So, is it working for everybody?
Yeah.
Oh, then you are almost done. So the next thing would be if somebody faces any problem, just let me know. Okay. So now let's do one thing. So we will have to print this on the LCD panel. Okay. So we have to now interface with the LCD panel. So this is some kind of input. You are taking input to the Arduino, and now we will do the opposite thing. We will send something to the output. I mean, to the LCD. So connecting the LCD is something not important, but this is the complex part maybe. But connecting the LCD is something very tough. Maybe I will show you. So you have to connect 7 pins. I have shown you in the simulation that we have to connect 4 pins, but the hardware we got, you have to connect 7 pins. Okay, I will show you how to connect. That's no problem. That's the messy part of this project, but that's the least important thing actually. But you have to understand up to this point very, very carefully. Have you understood this? This value of sum is representing the available number of parking spots. So yeah, the next thing should be just connecting the LCD. So to connect the LCD, I have a pin diagram. To show how to connect the LCD panel. So let's open the LCD panel, and before connecting anything, just unplug the USB cable from your laptop. This is for your safety. Please order pizzas in the hospital. Oh. I don't have order previous. Okay. So yeah, you can use my credit card information. This for sure.
I would email you.
Let's just bring back the double focus.
So you have got the LCD panel and just open it and you will see some pins over the panel. There are 10 pins actually, and we do not need to connect all the 10 pins, but we need to connect at least 7 pins. Okay, so and if you open the LCD panel, so, the pin numbers are written like one side one is written and the other side 10 written. The another number is 10, right? So you have to count like that. So pin number 1, let's see. Pin number 1 should be connected to the look at the red fonts here. This is important. So how the LCD will be connected to the Arduino is written here. So pin number 1 should be connected to the Arduino pin 3.3 volt. There is a pin on the Arduino board which is 3.3 volt, just beside the 5 volt pin. We have not used the 5. We have not yet use the 5-volt pin. Okay, no problem. But there is a pin which is 3.3 volt in the Arduino. So we will have to connect the pin number 1 of the LCD panel to the 3.3 volt pin of the Arduino. Okay, and the pin number 2 should be connected to the ground not of the Arduino, because we have already created a ground node on the breadboard. Okay, so we can connect the ground from the breadboard, yeah, to pin number 2, and pin number 3 should also be a ground. Okay,
Is that in the classroom or no?
yeah, I will upload that. It's not uploaded yet. I will upload it after the class. Yeah. Okay, so let me upload it right now. Will it be okay?
Is it to see?
Yes.
Screens are. It's like the games. So like. Stream stream like every yes.
Maybe I will show you how to connect this LCD. Let's come again. Maybe that, yeah. So in a similar way that I have shown you how to connect the sensor, let's connect the LCD as well. Okay. For the future purpose. Oh, okay, so this is the LCD panel, right? And this is pin number 1 and this is pin number 10. Okay, I will just follow the left way. I mean the pin. This is called pin diagram of something. So let me start with the pin number 1. Okay, so what I'm doing, I will be just connect like this from 0 to the dot, and then just do this like this. Okay, and make the pins are too close, right?
Yeah.
And make sure that they are not shorted or connected. So it's the most problematic thing. Yeah, so just try to make it as compact as possible, and then this should be connected to the 3.3 volt pin. Okay, so suppose here, as you can see, just beside the ground pin, this is 5 volt, and just beside the 5 volt, this is 3.3 volt. So I'm connecting. It's disconnected. Okay, so when you are connecting, just disconnect it. Okay, so I'm connecting this to 3. Okay, and the next pin should be connected to the ground. We have created a ground terminal here in the previous step of the project. So I'm just connecting the ground. I mean, the pin number 2 should be connected to the ground. Okay, if you are short of wire, you can just take. So you can just increase the length of the wire using this. You are you have been given this kind of jumpers, right? So you can, to increase the length. In my case, this is not coming to here. So I will just use this. You can just insert this end to here, and then you can just connect it to the ground terminal here. So this is my ground node. Okay, the top line is my ground line. Okay, so I have connected to ground. Then what? Number 3 pin also should be connected to the ground.
Yeah.
So it's actually the manufacturer's choice how this pin will be assigned. So they could simply put a single ground, but they have set 2 grounds. I don't know why.
Who's the manufacturer?
The Orient Display. So this should also be connected. This is my ground. Make sure that these pins are at the end of this leads are not connected, because then they will be shorted and it will not work. Okay, the next thing is when pin number 4 should be connected to 5 volt. Okay, I have not created any 5 volt pin yet, just connect it here. So there is a 5 volt pin in the Arduino. You just can simply connect here. Okay, let's connect here first. So I have connected this pin to 5 volt of the Arduino. Okay, so there is a direct 5 volt pin.
Yeah.
So then SDA, the 5th pin is the SDA pin, should be connected to the A4. Okay. So I'm connecting this pin to A4 of the Arduino. Okay. I'm just making sure. Yeah. Okay, I've connected A4, right? Then pin number 6 should be connected to A5, same thing. Okay, Oh, in fact, the last one, pin number 7 should be connected to the ground. Yeah, I'm just making sure that they are not shorted. One pin is not connected to another. They need to be separated from each other. So all the pins are connected. Let's hope that they are not being shorted. Okay, so edit the code. So let's add the LCD part to the code.
Connect the USB.
Before connecting, just prepare the code. Let's prepare the code. So you have. Okay, just turn. Let's turn on the LCD.
What's your zip code?
Mhm.
What's your zip code?
37920. So, let's. The LCD is, as you can see, the LCD is powered on, but I have not uploaded the code yet. It's just taking time. I mean, processing the comms and ports, etc. Okay. Because
We don't have so many games at a church. No, it's like 30 minutes away.
Did you give them $1?
You know.
I need to add a custom library file,
So,
and I'm just trying to download something. So I have to make custom made library for this LCD, and I'm trying to add this.
do we also have to add it?
Yes, you have to add. I have uploaded a file, simple lcd.h yesterday in the Google Classroom. You have to download it and add as a library. I will show you how to do it. At first, it's not getting the library here. Let's save.
I mean,
Hours.
no, we did really bad. They were so bad and we still. It's okay.
Is there a way you
Yeah,
actually
7
cancel
points.
it by order to a different dollar?
It was the kids from Fairgate. I didn't. Oh, her haircut sucks. 15. Yeah.
Everything is better. It's still gonna get a different delivery or should I go pick it up?
Football teams are terrible too.
My bad, hold up.
It's a little thousands of it. Football, thousands of their funds in football, but they're not that big here. This, my friend told me they just put random people in it. All that.
No, let's just cancel it though. Sorry about that. Oh,
Don't forget that beard and also be fair can like so many times.
I don't know. You'll make their own decision.
Yeah.
Not about it.
Very gets like good for science and stuff like that.
I'm gonna be-
Yeah.
cancel this.
For like a nation.
See, that's a good one. Very fast, I'm just need to pick up here. I wonder if I can do this.
You'll get on with it.
So yes, so you need to install a library. You can go back to your seat and you have to. I have prepared a slide on how to add a library because this LCD needs a library which is called simple lcd.h. I have uploaded a file right in the I mean yesterday. The simple lcd.h. You have to download this file and include in the library of the Arduino.
The one you shared in the class.
Yes, yes.
So downloaded that already.
Yeah.
This is-
The- Thank you so much.
It's just, yeah, that's really. Is it in the Google Doc?
No, actually not in the Google Doc. It's a separate file. As you can see, I have yesterday simple lcd.h. If
Oh, I see it.
so, let me show you how to add this library to the. It's reflecting like yeah. Awesome. Follow these steps
Like he's already.
to add the library to your Arduino panel.
This is the same file that was before the live coding to download.
No, there is another file called simple lcd.h. I uploaded it yesterday.
Okay, it's in the classroom.
Yeah, in the Google
You
Classroom.
can move it on top. click on the right.
Okay, got it. Okay, let me do that. Yeah, so I have moved it to the top. Oh, sorry.
After downloading, we go to the Arduino.
Yeah, so you go to if you have downloaded and you have to just place this file in a directory. As you can see, the directory is you have to go to the documents in your laptop. So inside the document there is a folder called Arduino, and inside the Arduino there is a folder called libraries. And in the libraries you have to create a new folder and name it as simple LCD. Okay. Like so here
Inside my Arduino is empty.
Yeah, there's no folder called libraries.
No folder?
It's just documents that
Yeah,
Arduino.
they didn't
there's
download
something
any
else.
library yet. So they have to download at least one tool.
There should be.
Maybe.
So, anyone? Have you found the libraries?
I didn't.
Okay, so documents, Arduino, and then the folder is empty.
Yeah.
Still the this doesn't matter anymore.
Okay, check this.
Oh, you're a MacBooks. Great. Okay. Oh yes.
So have you installed the Arduino
Where is it?
where is it is installed? Go to C, right? Put it go to C.
I've done speed.
Okay. Go to the C, right? I mean, maybe it's installed somewhere else.
So go free. And then go and
It's now.
I let me find it. I think it should be there.
No, I mean the display should we start with that?
that's just
Yeah, you can connect. In the meantime, yes, you can connect the LCD panel. Yeah.
The pins because it will take some time.
Yeah. I'm taking care of the library. So in the meantime, I figured that out. Where is the library? In my case, it was in the documents. If that is not in the documents, in any case, I will find the issue. So in the meantime, you just please connect the LCD panel. Wire the LCD panel to the Arduino and the breadboard. It will take some time. Just make sure that the pins are not shorted. The side by side pins are not shorted.
Close to 3.5.
That's fine.
Same before there's. Species. File and then I'm gonna check the interchange. You think about this. After I move this. It's like. But almost so close to it. So to go. Yeah, like I'm not sure exactly, but yes, that's the. Not the. Right, I could download.
No, better not. Let me do this.
Yeah, it's so.
Just play with it.
Sort of.
That's the most important is only after sourcing the
Okay, so I'll take that.
yeah, down with the balance.
Gotcha.
Not quick code, a simple LCD, do we put that in the setup?
Before dealing with the library, let's just connect the LCD first. Because there are some issues with the library because
fix it.
someone is not. Oh, it's fixed. Oh, thank you. So yeah, so before dealing with the library, just connect the LCD first, then we will deal with the code. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Applications, they're still a file. So you can say that it's utilized. That's what I do. That's. Everybody in this chat. Tries to everything working. The other code. So. Yeah. Thanks for. Yeah. Then she was like, what do you hope?
Yeah, mostly brown.
I'm down. I'm down on the 4.5 legend 12, so we paid. Imagine having to have to do sometimes nobody 2 minutes. Nobody with over. Yeah, obviously. Done Netflix was the real fight. Yeah, it was gonna be placed. It was streamed on TikTok, but they kept getting banned. Yeah, everybody loves streaming it.
Yeah, I think. So after finding the LCD display, we may take a break. So pizza is here, right? No.
Like, okay, first. Let's check the paper. Excuse me.
It's
That's not what. First one, yeah. Really big honest. Yes. I was probably the best one of the fairly like Texan style. The only thing, the only reason is one because we did more patches than Tyson did. And that's a lot. Like,
yeah.
they weren't as good as. Yeah, like quality of Tyson is 60 years old. So. Obviously, I really wanted to do well. Everyone was wait because everybody hates the Ball brothers.
Just to
I see should have thought out. That's not fair. Yes, and thank you. Everybody does. Tyson should have. I think still have to stabilize.
Alright, that's.
Bro, he's still like. He lost to Jake Paul at 6 years old. That does not mess with his legacy. It was by like 4 points too. So I guess yeah. Then he like just yeah, bro. Like a few months ago, he's been in the wheelchair the last few months. And he's still back up. He made like a bunch of money at the end of his life, probably. He's straight. Like look at it. It's just bad. It's sick. That's what happens. All nice. And at the end, was it Jake won? At the end, when Jake won, the referee rose their hands to see how Tyson put his hand out. Like shake his hand. Did he? Yeah, he did, but Jake didn't shake it. Yeah, those bounce just for show.
so you had this.
Oh, well, Ed. Probably you gave me the game. Yes. I don't know. You? Which one? Zeros. I was thinking that's crazy. I was like, I got deeper just. So the kickoff goal, the defender runs. You do. I hate. Yes. No, I didn't even see it. So, yeah, here's the script. That looks like anybody could make it. Yeah, just I'm just trying to be safe. They go up or they go. See. Yeah, she just doesn't show us. I don't understand.
This guy looks like you, I said.
Okay. I don't have here.
You do, brother.
I'm from 24 when my hair's bald. No, my grandparents didn't. My grandpa didn't bald, so I shouldn't bald.
So let's take a break and let's come back at 1:05 maybe. So then we will include the library and run the code, then we'll be done actually. So let's come back at 1:05. Okay.
It was 68 cents. for love.
So I copied and pasted the code in the simple LTD. And now
I just
where do I put it here?
it's
On my question, like I've already copied this.
Yeah, so if you don't copy here, you have to just keep it in the that library folder. So you just have, so let's save this in that location. I mean, your documents.
I already have the folder.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Next step, you can still do it. All files and it's simple, it's dot each, and it's dot each. So just.
like, yeah, it only says 1, 2 because I don't think that's. Well, like you can cover one.
So now we have to copy the code from the Google Classroom live coding. Could you please go to the Google Classroom?
Yeah.
So copy the code.
See.
No, just take a while.
Yeah, you can just press Control A and you should select the password.
Yeah. This is just.
And now. You have to read it all this thing here. Yeah, so and here as well code. I think. Editing the previous code and new code here. Yeah, that's good.
How'd you put the library in?
Yeah.
Oh, I need to check in the tools, do I need to recheck the ports and stuff or no? Oh, if I did the bar,
Yeah, already. Okay, it's showing on the.
oh wow, okay, yeah.
Yes.
Double-
Right. So.
Oh, yeah.
If you want.
Close and then it goes Friday.
I just dropped off.
Okay.
Oh, that's wild.
Just had it.
Let's upload it.
Like step you obviously live there for a few years. It's so depressing. There's like kids there, bro.
What's it?
I like this on that.
Yeah. But it's just like obsessed.
What's like the.
So I was trying like one.
It wasn't the same street. It was like 2 neighborhoods away.
Wait, listen, they're trying to do like, just right.
Get rid of that art. And they go down instead of turning right. I don't know about that. It was just like in the same general area. That it was probably like a 5 mile. Place I used to live, there was one family with 12 kids. Since it was like the rest of the people were super old. It was hard to like kids.
Let's see if 73.
I have siblings and brothers.
So your sister and your brother, the two that.
I have 2 sisters. biological and other, and those are all they're all, I'm also like super tight with all of them. I have 2 adoption brothers. And I have a step brother.
Yeah, like spend time here.
No, the 2 adopted brothers I used to, then stuff went down and my parents disowned.
Just tell me.
So on a scale of the 10, like
Thank you. Share this.
so on a scale of the 10,
One is
we're getting different areas. You know that's only big like film.
awesome. This is good. Which is really so that guy was good. The other one was super nice. But like he wasn't nice to my parents. Like he was so that's what it is. Yeah, I should take a picture. And stuff display. I want to fix it.
But yeah, that's what happens. Just for sometimes I'll
Once if you look at it, it's
Yes.
And now it's working.
Yeah, it works and then.
Yeah, so now it's working. I mean, if you. It's not just working.
Yeah, it says 4 and then floor 1 and floor 2. Say 110. Yes.
Yes. So it's working, yeah.
Yeah, I know it's working, but then
Okay.
Mine got stuck.
Now it's working, right?
yeah, it works and then.
So it sees the stops with just
So I can see that. Now it's.
Yes, working now. So let's see.
Let's see.
Yeah, so that's it, right? I'm
Yeah,
done.
that's it.
sure.
This kind of, this kind of.
Was just when
You take like
I can really better.
ages ahead of file. You'll show, let's see.
Mine, not step. I guess they're both our sisters. So I don't really.
Okay, oh, so you have not.
It's not saying that it's not.
Mine say floor 1
Use the code that I have.
If I have 4,
Yeah,
it says.
Since for the houses are like super small.
The other one, I mean.
The cover is 2.
You have to copy this.
It's 2, it's.
The simple and serious one, that is the library.
So that
You don't have to run it, you have to just keep it in the library folder. If this code, we use that one.
Oh, okay.
So, I mean, is everyone getting the, something on the LCD?
We got something over here.
Mhm.
Okay. The inheritance of my
Inheritance of my grandpa, so he went to my mom, and then like there was a whole few.
So let me just,
That was related.
you do not have to run this.
Just get to my
Okay,
grandpa.
so the simple LCD or this code is actually the
step of my
library. Okay, so you do not have to run this code, you have to just put the library file is in the folder. You do not have to run this. The other code
when I
I have pasted right here in the library, it will use the library. So you have to run this code, not the library code. So you have to just put this library files inside the library folder. Simple LCD folder.
Okay, you are on the same one.
So nobody does
Listen.
Yeah, you have to, so you have to erase this.
It's like a big sign.
Yeah.
pretty sure it's prohibited. So,
Always.
Yeah.
Oh,
they're
never
great.
mind.
They're great rehabilitators, but like you should clean the top.
Yeah, with the top was.
My dad like matches the graveyard and like any big tombstones or flowers, he makes them take them away.
So
I didn't know that.
Yeah, you're supposed to only put the little things like so like you can see their name and maybe you just gotta like, write a message in the birth and death lyrics.
I will.
Yeah.
No, it's
Oh, how do you feel about your dad?
Because I had a option with that. He doesn't want like I feel like most yeah. And then like I'm I'm single. That's like
Well, you guys actually go to the restaurant. So
no, my dad he's still looking for a job that's what so if you find one that's really you just go with that was
why do you put the UT up there?
like you wanted like apparently like I just hate like birds. Chicken. No, it's just fast food school.
But
That's and it's not like it's like because and I would use it very checking. But my dad, well, it's almost by this honestly, it's like something. It's like one of those. And like it makes it like nice to us. I was like, oh yeah, because it's not.
Now, we downloaded the simple ACD.h file and put it inside the
Yeah. So then my dad wanted to like add in some like help like my help analyze my options.
Yeah.
And then they basically just disagree with them. But they wanted to help us everything.
Yeah.
So then he's left. So
I don't think it'll show up. That's your dad, like your being a chef is like pretty unique.
He's not a chef.
What is he?
He's a dining inspector. He basically this business is going to serve like this food.
Yeah.
You're bringing this place. We're gonna figure out why this manager is like it's like kind of it's like an organized children's restaurants. That's the thing.
library.
Yeah.
Libraries. So yeah,
Libraries.
yes.
I have a school and
It's from
And I think
it's
he knows.
Yeah.
it's great. No, it's real this.
Could you show? Library, I mean,
So I don't get stuck on the wish really. But like the tuition is it's a bit
he doesn't have the library.
it's better.
Bro,
I think most people go there on grants.
that's the same because I'm pretty sure the tuition if you pay is like 11K per year.
9K. That's like 9K.
Yeah. 9K per year. There's 40K for. I'm pretty sure my mom was like 11.
But it's probably good.
It's just that you have been full. I don't know. Yeah. I think I'm glad my dad can afford it.
It's my one thing. So, like I said, like on average, there's
Installing a library that will be in a new place.
Yeah.
So he already has one, so
Okay, so.
he already has.
Okay.
So do your parents
But the
go
folder
restaurant
of
or do you
libraries.
Yeah, like or something.
my parents just want to make good money. My dad, my mom, simply, it's my sad since my dad's but she loves me so much. And all she wants is the best for us. So she wants my sister to become confident. Yeah, we live with yeah. Yeah.
It says.
Yeah.
It's not one thing.
Yeah.
Oh, what was that? What's what kind of notification?
Yeah. One.
Six.
It's not parking garage, right?
It is this.
Yeah, it is.
People don't teach.
But then, like, it was just arguing about politics. And then one of them was, it's a bad question, you know.
Well, I noticed the paper, it has to be something flash. That one will, yeah.
It's gonna be, it's like,
Yeah.
it's like all my uncles and aunts arguing.
Drinking with the wire.
We don't have trauma, but like with all this stuff. Different. Grandma side.
One thing, we'll just download it, just delete it and download it again. I think it's getting some error.
Yeah, thinking about
Inside
mom's
the
side
library.
was that
Just
there's
delete
this
this
is a big like age
and,
gaps, big age gap, but it's like it's to the point where they didn't grow up with all of them. The unscripted Twitch together, like,
So they like their own biological son.
Oh, here it is.
yeah, just because
It was this word. This one is.
I think one of my
It's face.
like the insanity. So she moved to this big city, and then she got left. But
All I did was touch this.
and then she was so many knowledge. She's
Well, I hit that, but
Because
I wasn't doing anything at first.
show it's like
Not anymore. It's steady now.
it's more than the rest is that's just
Yeah, I actually bumped in.
Your parents don't put like
Yeah.
pressure on like
It's-
that.
It's steady now.
And then the city don't want
My parents like when I was a kid, they were like, you gotta move. You like it here. But then my brother he's pretty successful, works over now. And my sister became a doctor. So like us two, like me and my sister, like yeah.
or start discussing. I don't know.
You're satisfied. Wait, so you have another sister?
Yeah.
I ever seen that? Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah, but she was always at this best.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, that's the one that's but like my other sister's pretty skinny. So yeah. Because me and that sister like
Nah, that's just on
we
the
used back like when I was a kid, it's like 11-year age gap.
11 years old.
And so
I used to do this one. It's a big deal.
yeah, once you guys like once we come
It might have been like, it might have just accidentally deleted something.
Yeah, it works.
Like,
Yeah, that's probably what it was.
pretty much what we said. Thank you.
Actually,
So let me describe the result a little bit because this is something different than the previous class, right? The output shows it's something different because it also shows the availability location. Okay, I mean, what does it mean? Let me just show you a slide for this. So I have assumed that this is my assumption. So suppose the first two parking spots are floor one, and the second two parking spots are in floor 2. Okay, so based on this, we also want to show I mean which floor is available, right? So to do that, so floor 1 here is SP0. SP0 is equal to 0 means no parking spot available, right? All these SPs means 0 means no parking spot and 1 means there is available parking spot. So when floor 1, when could we show that floor 1 is available? When suppose I mean either SP0 or SP1 is available, then we can show that floor 1 is available, right? So that is what I have written here. So if the SP0 equal to 1 or SP1 equal to 1 or, so there is an or operation. I mean if any of these SPs, I mean SP0 or SP1 is 1, then we will show that floor 1 is available. Okay, and in the second case, if SP2 or SP3, I mean these two spots, if any one of them is free, I mean available or 1, we will show that there is a availability in floor 2. Okay, and in the third case, when both floors are available, if any of the spot in the first floor is available, and as you can see that this is the availability of the first floor, right? This is the availability of this portion is the availability of first floor. I mean when first floor is available, if SP0 or SP1 is equal to 1, then we can say that floor 1 is available. Okay, and in the next case, if SP2 equal to 1, I mean this is equal to 1 means available. So if SP2 or SP3 equal to 1, then we can say floor 2 is available. And if both floors, I mean if this one and this one is available, we can say that both floors are available, right? Have you got it?
Yeah.
It's simple, right? So I have just written these things inside the code. Let me show that where I have written this. Let me show you that. So yeah, in this portion, this is too small. Oh, you can see. Okay, so here, so how do you write or and etc. inside the Arduino coding? So as you can see, SP0 equal 1. I mean, this is asking the question: is SP0 equal 1? Double equal means this. Okay, asking the question: is SP0 equal to 1? This is like this. Okay, is SP0 equal to 1? And this double bar, as you can see, there are. Let me show you here. As you can see, there are if SP0 equal 1, then there is a double bar. This means OR. This is OR operation. Okay, this is how you write OR operation. So SP0 equal 1 or SP1 equal 1. I mean, SP0 is available or SP1 is available. I am writing this code, and then as you can see, there is double AND, a double ampersand. This means AND operation. You have to write AND using this kind of symbols. Okay, so double ampersand means AND operation, like this. So this AND, I have represented this AND with a double ampersand sign, and to represent OR, we have to use a double bar. This double bar is for OR, and this double bar, this double bar is for OR, and this double ampersand for AND operation. Have you understood? This is the case for both floor availability. Okay, so if SP0 equal to 1 or SP1 equal to 1, I mean, if any of this spot is 1, this is floor 1 is available, and we have added another operation, AND operation, where SP2 equal 1 and SP3 equal to 1. I mean, the floor 2 is available. Then we have written like this: available in floor 1 and 2. Okay, so you should test it. That so the first two sensors are for floor 1, and the second two sensors are for floor 2. You have to check this. Is it producing the output according to our assumptions or not? Okay, so suppose let me use the test case here. So if you cover this, and cover this, I mean the first two sensors. This is for floor 1, right? The first two sensors are for floor 1, and the second two sensors are for floor 2. So if you cover the first two sensors, in the LCD, it should show available in floor 2, right? Is it showing like this? So just test, this is it. Test it with different conditions, right? So if connected again, and if just cover the first two sensors, I mean the floor 1 is already occupied. Covering the sensors means the floor is, I mean the sensors are occupied. I mean the parking spots are occupied. So if you cover the first two sensors, we are assuming that these are in floor 1. If you cover all the sensors of floor 1, it should say available in floor 2. And if you cover all the sensors, it should show no, not available, right? Something like this.
No,
Well,
this is do not enter.
yeah, I have written in the code like this way. And in another case, if you just cover the last two sensors, which represents the floor 2, then it should stay available in floor 1, right? Right, yeah, so if this works, and just take pictures of all these cases. I mean, available floor 1, available floor 2, and available both floors. Yeah, you can just add them in the, you can add these pictures in your report, project report. Okay. So after taking the pictures, I think we are done here with the project.
Next is the writing about the report.
Yeah, the next class will be about how to write a report in a publication format. I mean, in a paper format. Yeah, the next tutor will teach you how to do that. So just take your resources and you will be putting them in the report.
That our last class before the break.
I don't know yet actually. I have to confirm with Dr. Pati maybe.
Those are.
Maybe take a video of the screen. That will be better because pictures may not yeah, express the whole thing. So you can just take also a video as well.
You can have video in the report.
Yeah, you can. You can attach a link or QR code. After uploading the video, you can attach a QR code on the report, or you can just share the link as well.
Take a video on Facebook.
I would always look at the end of the questions.
Video of the thing.
How far would that be?
Should we take it apart?
Sorry.
Should we take it apart?
I'm taking mine.
Yeah, if you are done with that, yeah. So if you take all your recordings and whatnot, and then you can just wrap it up.
You
Is it